Alright, what's up guys? I'm just making a video on a little problem I've been having. Been plaguing me for about a year or more. Got my assistant here. He doesn't know how to be quiet. He likes to talk. He's a jabbermouth, huh? Anyway, so this issue has been bothering me for about a year now, and that is I like to run these tires, which I don't even like. I'm just wearing them out before I replace them, and they're getting close. But about every 2-3 days, I like to run them at about 9 psi, and they seem to lose a couple psi a day. Just a really, fairly slow leak, but it's enough that I end up having to air up pretty much every day or two that I want to use this machine. Took it to Moab a couple weeks ago, and we had to air it up every day, and people had to wait on us, and it was kind of obnoxious. So I started making a video on the other side. I've already slimed the other side, but both rear tires have been having this issue. My phone actually died, my camera died in the middle of that, so we're gonna fix that using some of this stuff, the green slime. I used to be a mechanic, and I hated it when I had to work on a tire that had this stuff in it. But that's because I worked on tires a lot, and I'm okay with using this stuff now. Anyway, so this little cap has a little valve stem tool in here. We're just going to pull the valve stem out, take out whatever air is still in here. Not a lot. This does have the street legal kit, so it gets driven on the highway occasionally. So I don't want to run it all the way full like they say with an ATV tire. I went online. They actually have a calculator on their website that says that you just put in your tire size, and it'll tell you how much to use if you're going to be using it on the highway. This says about 16.9. It's a 24-ounce bottle, so I put a little over 16 ounces in the other one. It's kind of hard to tell where this line is, but there's actually, they denote it, and they do it totally backwards. They show you how much is still in there. They should show you how much you've used, I would think. But anyway, so what we're going to do is put the rest of this bottle, and then I have another bottle that's full. We'll put another 8 ounces from that other bottle in this tire. And basically all you do is you just put this tube over it and just squeeze it. It seems like a lot more is going in there than actually is. It takes a while for it to all go through. But you just kind of let it go in there, and then let it kind of suck some air back in before you squeeze it. It takes a second. My dog is upset that we're not going for a ride. If I'm touching this side by side, she thinks she needs to be in it, and we need to be going somewhere. So anyway, this is kind of the process. Just squeeze a bunch in here. It just takes, like I said, way longer than it feels like it should to get that amount in. This is only 8 ounces, but kind of thick stuff, I guess. Thicker than I would have thought. And this is the stuff that it's for tubeless tires. It's got little chunks of rubber in there, you can see too, that kind of help it seal up. And it's supposed to be able to, I think I've read it can heal up to like a 3/8 inch hole or something. It may say on here what it's good for, but anyway, let's see if we can get the rest of this bottle in here. Just use the tire to help me squeeze it here. Get all that goodness in there. Like I said, I'm getting ready to buy some new rims and tires. Go with something a little bit bigger, and some bigger rims as well. But making these last the rest of the winter will be just fine with me. So get this other bottle here. It's gonna be kind of tricky to do this one-handed. I gotta pull this little, oh, that one actually came off easier than the first one. The first one was glued on there pretty good. But anyway, put this little nozzle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put 8 ounces of this in here. My front tires, knock on wood, have been flawless. They'll hold air indefinitely. I don't remember the last time I had to put air in those tires. I've had this machine for 3 years. I've probably never put air in those tires once I set the pressure. Initially, they always way overinflate these things from the factory, and this suspension on these machines is not the best. Even though it's got Fox podium shocks, they're not the best. So my next project is going to actually be to redo the valve stack in these guys. But anyway, let's put another 8 ounces in this guy. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I have a little air compressor under my seat, under my driver's seat, and a little tire repair kit. But because this will leave me with about 16 ounces, which is about enough to do 1 tire, I think what I'm going to do is just leave this bottle under the seat, and if I ever do get a flat in the front, then that'll be the tire that gets all of this, and then I'll just pick up another bottle and have it on hand. Like I said, hopefully we don't have any more flats before the spring, when I'm going to put some 30-inch tires and some 14-inch wheels on this guy. Let's see where we're at. You kind of have to shake it down and hold it up in the light. Kind of tell, looks like we're close. Probably got another 2 ounces or so to go. You just kind of squeeze and squeeze. A million times longer than you feel like you should have to. Just kind of shake it down again, hold it up to the light. And I think we're there. I don't know if you can even see that on camera. It's a little less than 16 ounces left in there. There's a plane. Where's the plane? I don't know if we can see it on the camera. I'm looking right in the sun. Anyway, there's a plane up there. Razor likes planes. So, stick this guy back in here. And then let's get our air hose. Do on our other side. Now we'll just air this bad boy back up. Take it for a little spin around the street. And hopefully that's, whoops, gonna be the end of our worries with flat tires. I've taken this thing to Moab a couple times, driven over a couple cactuses, I'm sure. I know my dog has run through a couple cactuses because we always end up picking them out of her paws. Anyway, find my tire gauge, make sure we got 9 psi, and I'm going to give it a day or two and see how it holds. I'm going to drive it around the block. That poor dog is going to lose her mind if we don't go for a quick ride. So I'll give it a couple days and see how this holds up, and then I will post up a video.